Hello there, my name is Peter Thompson and this DVD is one of my Myths of Golf series. If you've seen other ones, you'll have probably realised that many things that good golfers say to people are in fact not quite correct. I call them the myths of golf. This one is about turning your back to the target. I've heard this phrase millions and millions of times, that in the backswing your back should turn to the target. Lots of good golfers, brilliant golfers, they feel that happening, but actually it's physically impossible to do that. If you did, this will look quite strange, but this is a backswing and the camera is the target. I'm going to swing the club to the target with my normal swing, and I'm going to be about there because I'm not very flexible. If I physically turn my back to face the camera, I'd have to do this, which would be there. So now my back is facing the target. But that looks ridiculous. I understand why people say it, but physically they do not do it. People tend to take things that top golfers say or write in magazines literally. They actually try and do it. Your back in the backswing cannot face the target. Maybe the top part can, maybe this bit, top of your shoulders. If I turn round now, then the very top may well face towards the target. There. So with a 90-degree turn, the top part of your back will probably face towards the target, but not the whole of your back. It just simply can't happen. If you try and do that, you'll wind up with a really bad back and bad hips because you're trying to physically do something that is nearly impossible. You may wind up bringing your heel off the ground, swaying around, moving around to try and get into this position of your back facing towards the target. Please don't do it. It is bad for your back, bad for your hips, and certainly bad for your golf. We'll go to my computer screen now, and I'm going to show you some phenomenally good golfers, and we'll see if their backs do face towards the target. The current top golfer in the world is Dustin Johnson, and here's a couple of photographs of Dustin Johnson, and the one on the right, clearly he's turned his hips a long way and his shoulders a long way, and the top of his back is facing towards the target, but the bottom bit can't be. His hips have turned around maybe 70 degrees, so because of the way the body is built and the way the spine is, your upper body will turn more than the lower body because your feet are on the ground. So the top bit, possibly, shoulders towards the target, the rest of it simply can't be that way. Justin Rose is currently playing extremely well, has done for quite a long time. And I gave Justin a lesson, this is, 20 years ago now, 1997. And I think he was 17 then, amateur golfer, playing off +2. So we'll watch if they're pretty flexible. Justin Rose turns his back to the target. And the answer is that no part of his back is facing towards the target. His shoulder turn is that far, so his shoulders are now facing to the left of the target, and his hips are almost facing towards the back wall there, where the black and white squares are. Belt buckle's hardly moved, hardly turned his hips at all. So the top of the shoulders, back, are not facing the target, and nor is any other part of his body. It just can't happen. It's nearly physically impossible. Another of my pupils. Is Martin Young. He got down to +4. He's won numerous amateur competitions, brilliant golfer, and we'll just see if his back faces the target. And again, the shoulder turn about the same as Justin Rose, maybe 80 degrees. So no part of his back is facing towards the target, yet he got down to +4 handicap. Your feet are on the ground, your knees are staying fairly still, hips are turning round, shoulders are turning round, but the back does not face towards the target. Please don't try and do it. Tiger Woods. Good camera angle, hitting nearly towards the camera. So we'll watch this one and we'll stop it at the top. And he's got a nice little badge there, and I guess the badge is facing towards the target, but nothing else is. Simply isn't. If you draw a line down his spine, down to here, you will see that top of the shoulders towards the target, but as we go down to the hips, there's less and less and less and less of the back moving towards the target because the feet are on the ground and the hips are turning less than the shoulders. Won 14 major championships, only surpassed by Jack Nicklaus, and he won 18. Again, similar camera angle to the last one with Tiger Woods, and Jack Nicklaus was very big on turning, but there's the top of the shoulders, top of the back facing towards the target, but no other part of the back is. It'd be absolutely impossible for anyone to stay on their both feet and turn their back towards the target. And because they can't do it, they don't do it. But they still ask people to face the target with their back, and they're trying to help, but in fact they don't help. One of my pupils went round the golf course in 62 shots and 61, and Sherborne Golf Course he shot a gross 60, which is 12 under par. This is a 3-iron, and again, if I draw a line across his shoulders, the top part of his back, shoulders are not facing towards the target, so the rest of it simply cannot be facing towards the target. Good swing, good impact, excellent. Another one of my pupils, Liz Young on the Ladies European Tour. I'll leave the line in from Mark Wiki there and see if she turns around the same amount. And she's gone a little bit further around, and again the top part of her back is facing towards the target, and that is the only part that is. The hips certainly aren't, the middle of the back certainly isn't. Feet are on the ground, hips turn less than the shoulders, so your back cannot possibly face towards the target. So when teachers, top pros, say turn your back to the target, what they're actually saying is turn your shoulders round. Again, camera's the target, back towards the target. I'd literally have to do that, and no one does that. They're trying to help, and in this particular case it doesn't help at all. Turn your shoulders as far as you can, comfortably. Turn your hips as far as you can, comfortably, and that's your backswing. We're all different. My back has never been particularly flexible, so my shoulder turn will be there, maybe 90 degrees maximum, but just with the top. The middle of my body, if I turn my shoulders 90 degrees, has now turned less. My hips, if I turn my shoulders 90 degrees, has turned even less. So you're turning less from the hip to the top, but we're still turning. So that's the myth. Turn your back to the target. Please don't try and do it. It'll give you a really bad back, bad hips, and really bad golf shots. Get your feet in position, right one square, left one turned out, and then just turn round as far as you comfortably can, and you will turn round more or less depending on how your body's feeling and on things like the temperature. Hot and sunny, you'll turn around more. In the winter, freezing cold, 4 sweaters on, you'll turn around less. Please do not try and turn your back to the target. Thank you for listening. Thank you very much.